Okay, Felix, I got your radio you sent in, so thanks for sending it in, and we'll check it out. Basically, just send it in for the alignment and the conversion and all that stuff. So I'll get that done for you and get this heading back to you. I'll send out an invoice to your email. As soon as that's handled, we'll get this back out to you as soon as possible. She's brand new, so I'm going to switch some of this stuff off. Just make sure everything is kind of... Doesn't really matter if that's not there, but I don't know, I just put it there. Switch the echo off. So I'm gonna run the programming software in it and add a couple things. I'm gonna do it just like I do if I were to sell you this radio. So you can always change it if you don't like something in the menu. You can use the PC software and just switch it for you. Should have got a cable with it. I didn't look in the box, but if you bought this new, it should have came with a cable. Just gonna check the power and stuff really quick on it. 1 2 1 2 1 2. So yeah, it looks like it's good. That's AM. There's upper sideband. 1 2 1 2 1 2 1 2. Check check check. Oh yep. So no problems there. Just check the receiver really quick. Just make sure. I always just if somebody sends me something, I just check it out really quick. Just make sure everything's working. The WX is working. VFO is easier to use, but I just don't feel like changing the settings.
I thought the band was completely closed. You can just see a few traces of signals left on the band scope, but we're into dark now, Mike. So anyway, Mike, nice to hear you again. We have worked previously with my old side, which was Mexico 0.
Strong adjacent frequency operation.
Enjoy the rest of your day from Golden.
That'll make it a little easier for us.
Bravo Lima Alpha, Mexico. Okay, Yankee Zulu.
Yeah, turn it on in the menu.
QSO, my friend. Kilo Echo 8, Yankee Zulu, Steve. Thank you for the contact. 5-8 for you, QSO.
Let's see if I can't make it to this guy. I don't know. Sometimes, you never know.
Thank you for my India, my friend. Strong modulation, beautiful signal, QSL.
Just talking to a guy in Michigan, so maybe I can make it. You never really know. I feel like I just said that.
Roger, thank you for the contact, amigo 73. Mike November uniform. QSL Joe, thank you for the contact. My name is Ben, Bravo Echo November in Sonora, Mexico. 5858 for you, QSL. Have a nice day. 73, amigo. X-Ray Echo 1, Bravo Lima Alpha, Security X.
November 8, Mike, Japan, Sierra.
Foxtrot Radio.
Didn't make it. Let me just check. Find a clear frequency here. November 8, Mike, Japan, Sierra, testing. It's working good. SWR is really good on this dipole antenna.
Whiskey 4, Mike Delta.
This is on my Mako BA1, which is about 50 feet up in the air, I think. It's oriented southeast, or southwest northeast, off the side of the tower. It's on the southwest side of the tower, but it's kind of like, if this is the tower, the vertical's up here. It's kind of like oriented like that, but obviously horizontal out on the mast that it comes with, about like that, so it's radiating like southwest and northeast. But I think it also has a little bit of an omnidirectional property. Pretty broad-banded antenna though. I had another one up there too, but they were too close, so that one came down. Because they were counteracting with each other.
Roger, Kilo Quebec 2 Lima, Luis, thank you for the contact from North Carolina, 55.
Man, he's booming it. He must have turned an antenna, he must be on a beam or something.
Thank you, 73, amigo, X-Ray Echo 1, Bravo Lima Alpha, QR set.
November 8, Mike, Japan, Sierra.
November 8, Mike, Japan, Sierra, 59 plus, QSL.
Yeah, QSL, you're about 30 dB over 9 here into Michigan, and the name is Mike, over.
Thank you, Mike, thank you for the contact, and 73, amigo.
Yep, 73, all the best.
All the best, X-Ray Echo 1, Bravo Lima Alpha, Security X.
There you go. He's working good. I'll get it aligned for you, and we'll get it converted over. Okay, Felix, here's your little conversion I did. So it's just a 0 ohm resistor that I trimmed down and soldered in place. I got a bunch of those bad boys here, so you should be good there. We'll put the lid back on, we'll get it set up for you. And don't get me wrong, I think on one of the last videos I made for one of these, I said I don't really use these on HF. I mean, it's not that I can't use it, it's just I don't generally use them. But they work pretty good, you know. Obviously, once I do the sideband alignment, it'll work better, especially if you run an amplifier with it on sideband. It's absolutely a must to have this thing adjusted properly, because it's just not good for amplifiers to run it the way these things come out of the factory on sideband. That's a must. Okay, so now we should have all the bands. Yep. Okay. So now I'm gonna finish her up for you. My battery's gonna die on this phone, so I'm gonna make this short and sweet. Just sending that software in right now. Sometimes these radios don't actually go to 50 watts. Why, I don't know on FM, but they just don't, so that's as high as it'll go. But it doesn't really make much of a difference. That's why I like the 497 for its robustness. What I mean by that is that thing is a tank. It does the power. You know, it doesn't have sideband, so you know the guys that prefer sideband in their radio wouldn't want that one probably. But you know, like I've come to learn in this hobby that you can take enjoyment in a radio just for what it is. And again, I don't always need sideband in every radio just to have an enjoyable time. Here's FM. Turn that up a little bit for you. Don't know if you use FM, but It doesn't go up as high as I'd like, but it's about 3.9 or so. Any higher than that, it'll just revert back to like nothing in the menu. So we can't go any more, but that's fine. It's going to be plenty loud there. Radio's perfectly on frequency, so I don't have to worry about that. Here's the AM power. We're going to lower that back to about 16. This guy's having a great day out there on 10 meters. He's just talking all over from Mexico. I was hoping to see what kind of antenna he was running on his QRZ page, but he doesn't say. I didn't ask him when I made the contact with him on this radio. I should have. Looks like he does a lot of the park stuff too, because he's got that on his QRZ, which is cool. I have respect for guys that do that. I don't have time in my life to really go out in the parks and set up portable, but there is a really cool. I think it's cool when guys do that. You'd be surprised what you can do with such, you know, portable antenna and all that stuff. So here's the AM power. Let's get this set up for you so you can see basically the same thing you'd see on a scope. You see here it just starts to increase, but we don't want to do it too much because then you get too much. You see what happens to the waveform when you turn that sucker up too much? See how it's starting to really like fall apart at the top? That's too much audio. It's like breaking apart. Well, that's not a good sign, you know. You don't want that, so you gotta make sure it's right. And nobody's gonna run this at 1 watt anyways, but you know, it's about 92-93%, so that's about as good as you can make it without having some weird artifacts like that. So I hope that they go away from that little board that they're using in these radios if they continue to make them 100 watt. I hope maybe in a newer version, years down the road or whatever, maybe they decide to integrate the circuit different or use like a different power MOSFET configuration. I wish they'd use a MOSFET configuration like your HF models use. I think it would just be a little bit more robust, and then probably you would get the full 100 out of it, even on FM. I feel like it should do 100 on FM, but I just don't think the MOSFETs, they're just not capable of that in this radio. So it is what it is, but I don't really use FM, but I would like to see it just do more power. So there you go. That looks pretty good. About 98%. So obviously when you talk with your microphone, it's going to do more modulation than that. So it'll spank that meter if you have a good peak reading meter. Let's do the sideband now. I like to listen to guys make contacts sometimes more than I do talk. I just enjoy the listening to people and that enjoy the hobby. So I got one of these BA1 antennas. If anyone's interested in it, I'll sell it. It's a spare one that I would use for a time. I think I mentioned that in the video. Did I mention that? One of the videos I mentioned it, that I was using it up there, but it was too close to the other one and they were interacting. So I got one. It's got a 5,000 watt gamma match on it, if that means anything to anybody. You never really had any power ran through it, just 100 watts radio power. But if someone's interested in it, I'll make you a deal on it. Obviously the shipping is going to be what it is on it, because I can disassemble it though, and then the box would be smaller. So there's a poor test performance there, so we'll get that straightened out. I don't know if you can see, but as we go back to where it was, as soon as we start to clean it up, see how that just all of a sudden just becomes more natural. So it's amazing how that works. and how easy it is to do it. So she's ready to go. And now you have a nice sideband signal to be proud of there. So that's about it for these. They don't need a whole lot. Done a lot of these and guys really like them, so just a little bit warm. This is probably the best radio for like heat dissipation, aside from like your 497, and obviously your 655 plus will be the same way, but a big heat sink on the back really does help. A lot of guys that like those little Quad 6 Pros and all that stuff, those are just like little firecrackers. I mean, and you don't get the AM performance. And yeah, there's guys that can modify them and all that stuff, but I mean, at the end of the day, this is the radio to get if you want a solid performance on all the modes. It's pretty much is if you're an American radio operator, you should probably like this radio. That's, you know, this would be my go-to, aside from maybe the DX 5000 Plus that I really like too, because I don't always need the power, but this would be a close second or tied for first with that one. But I like the old school radios too. I don't always need power to have fun on the hobby. So let's check the power on this real quick. This is on CB channel 20, so we're just testing it on the dummy load. We're off the antenna. I don't know if anybody noticed that, but we're not on the antenna because my HF rig is off on the other side over my shoulder listening to that guy talk on 10 meter from Mexico. So there's your power on sideband anyways, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, here's how it looks on the meter. So yeah, it's kind of low, but that's okay. It's actually showing you, I think, RMS power. Let's go there and see. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Hello radio, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. You don't have a lot of RMS, but that's the thing. You don't need that on sideband. Hello radio. So it's pretty close anyways. I saw it go up to 20. That high RMS on sideband will blow up amplifiers like right away if you're not careful with it. So we'll leave this at 12 o'clock. It seems to be a good way to run these, how I set them up. We'll go to AM. It's about 5 watts. I think I have that. Do I have that gate function on for you? Yeah, I think so. Yeah, it's on because we don't see that other stuff there. There's a frequency. Let's get this keyed up. And when you modulate this, you can see it's going up to, you know, a good high number. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Check 1, 2. Check 1, 2. So really nice audio, and that's really all you can say there. So I think she's gonna work good for you, and that's it. I'm gonna get this box back up for you, and I'll send you that little invoice off, and most likely I'm just gonna have it sent off tomorrow. You trust me with your radio, I'm going to trust you to pay me when the invoice comes, and I'll just get this sent off to you, because I'd rather you get your radio back as soon as possible than have it sit here. I just want people to get their stuff, and luckily since it came and I was caught up for my sales side of my business, and this is quick and easy. I'm happy to help you out, and thanks to Gary for recommending me. Appreciate you, Gary, and I will say 73 to everybody and catch you on the next one.